A new Tampa Bay Business Journal hits newsstands today, and as always, editor Alexis Muellner is here to talk about some of the week's big stories. Good morning. Happy
Good morning
Friday.
to you, Dia. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, too. First up this morning, a new program proposed by the SEC could wind up creating millionaires out of some local employees. What's that about?
Well, the Securities and Exchange Commission, which regulates public companies, which represents some of the biggest employers in our area, has proposed new rules about whistleblowing. Now, whistleblowers, it's a tough go. If you realize there's something really tricky going on in a company and you want to report it, most companies have compliance programs. But what the SEC is saying, in order to increase rooting out fraud, that the new rules make it easier for folks to report this stuff directly to them, and that the employees could actually get a windfall if they prove that securities violations have happened. That's got the business community a little upset and concerned about this, because what they want to do is they've spent a lot of money trying to get these compliance programs in place, and they want employees to go through that, and there is a comment period going on now, but the business community was not aware of this, and now they are, and so there's just been another side of the story here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and speaking of nervousness, there's a cloud of uncertainty now hanging over the high-speed rail project.
Well, it's a $3 billion project. There was about 2,000 engineers and architects and developers that met in Orlando earlier in the week, but the cloud of uncertainty is Governor-elect Rick Scott has suggested that he wants to make sure Floridians are getting a return on that investment. It's a major project. It could create lots of jobs, and there's just some real positives to it, but the governor is saying, or the governor-elect is saying that this is something he wants to look at, and while the folks are proceeding and there's some initial groundwork going on, there is this sort of elephant in the room to say, is this really going to happen? Does he really want to give back the money? And so, we're trying to, in our reporting, trying to figure out what's going to happen.
And finally this morning, there's some new and interesting tourism marketing techniques that are being seen now throughout the Bay Area.
Yeah, we've focused a lot on tourism because it's such an important industry for us in terms of adding other business to for all kinds of businesses. And Visit St. Petersburg Clearwater has a new campaign. The marketing is so critical. A lot of it's going to focus at TIA. A lot of 45% of the folks that come into TIA go to St. Pete, and they're looking at baggage claim areas and putting in slogans that say, once you reclaim your bags, reclaim your sanity. And these are the kinds of things that Dali and Winter the Dolphin are a big focal point of the 2011 campaign. So look for a 3D mustache at West Shore and I-275 and all kinds of interesting campaigns. The goal is to get people out to the beaches and continuing to promote tourism in this area, which is so important to so many businesses.
We make our money.
Winter's
a big star. Big star.
Completely. And to come and continually.
And we love it. Thanks, Alexis. Always good to see you.
Likewise, dear.
And for more Business Journal headlines, go to our website. Go to abcactionnews.com/business.